Goldman Sachs think these 12 stocks will outperform the broader market. Are they right? Let's look at the evidence. Let's look at the stocks. These are the names. I'm going to go through every single one based on the data they've provided, but also what I think in analyzing their performance as well. So let's start off with the first one. Actually, before we do that, let's not forget, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, repost, like, share, follow, all the crazy things you're supposed to do. So first one, Horizon Therapeutics, and I'll also tell you which ones are in my approved filtered list. So, monthly, and I want to draw something for you here. Monthly, that's now starting to rise. That should be a positive sign. You can see it's already moved up. Can it move along that angle? I'm not saying necessarily it's going to give you that return from there in just 12 months, but is that reasonable and plausible? That's what you're going to ask yourself. Well, it's done that angle of inclination before, and I've just transposed it. Remember that from your maths classes? Over there doesn't mean it'll definitely happen, because the weekly stochastic shows, well, weakness. And that would suggest this is going to be stuck for a little while. Advanced Micro Devices, total return year to date 24%, so it's going well. Funds owning the stock 37, market cap 129, and funds with stock in their top 10 holdings 13. So obviously very popular amongst what you might call the smart money, you might call it dumb money. That should go like this, and that's an important indicator of what should happen. That would be the angle of rising, and it's done that before, because if you look at it, that rate of growth, it's achieved before. So is it achievable again? Yeah, it would seem plausible. Is the momentum there? Yes, as well. In the very short term, which is the weekly stochastic, it's suggesting it may be falling for now, but I think it'll hit it, just like I think Horizon will achieve it as well. There. Stocks, funds owning, Cooper Software. And again, you're talking about doing this. Can it do it? Yeah, I think there's one. Tenet Healthcare, and these are either software or healthcare companies on the whole. 26% year to date. It's in top 10 of a lot of big funds. And what do we see with this one? Flattening, likely to rise, continuing along that trend support, probably hit an all-time high by the time you get to January, and it's done that angle before, so it can do that rate of growth again, would be the thesis. Weekly stochastic falling, so do expect it to test that support for now and then probably look to do something like that. EQT, funds owning 31, funds with the stock as a top 10 holding, you can see there 12. And this is still falling a little bit, so I'm going to wait. Now, I suspect what will happen is this will have bottomed out and start rising. This will bottom out and start rising. This will bottom out and start rising, which means it'll force this to start going flat and therefore give this some support. But can it do a complete U-turn? And that, I don't know. It's a tough call, is that one. Let's continue with the others. And as I said before I do, a little reminder of what you're supposed to do, please. So don't forget that. And by the way, if you do go to those links, you'll be able to download a free copy of my book published by the Financial Times, The Mind of a Trader. Those links again, alpeshpatel.com/link. So let's get on with the next stock, Ferguson PLC. Okay, there we go. There we go. Those are the key numbers. But actually what I really want to see is this. Can it go upwards? Well, this is peaking a bit now. And I wonder if it's just going to have a bit of a break as this falls down. This has a break. So I would not be surprised if this goes sideways for a bit before moving upwards. Can it move up? Again, jury's out on that one. I'm not convinced. First Horizon, still top 10 for a lot of companies, and it's had a massive fall. And this looks like it's going to go lower. This looks like it's going to go. This looks like it's going to go lower. So sorry, Goldman Sachs, I think we're going to short you. And not only that, do you see that gaps tend to get filled, so do not be surprised if that ends up over there. By the way, I'm recording this on the 2nd of March. You get some people who watch this late and then go, oh my god, it did it, but you showed it earlier. No, it's 2nd of March. I'm recording this. Taiwan Semiconductor, which I own, I should declare, 10, there you go, $467 billion. Well, I do think this will outperform, because I think that is going to do this, the monthly momentum. I think that support will probably hold, and you can see that rate of growth that it's achieved in the past, and this will go down and bottom out. This will rise. This will probably go along upwards. So I'm positive on that one. Valaris, funds owning the stock, 19, 12 have it in the top 10. How does this look? Oh, sorry. Look, I've got an upward support, and that's what it'll have to do. Not enough data really. I'm not convinced on that and this, that it's going to keep up with there, but as long as it keeps on that trend support, it should achieve it, as long as it does. Shaw Communications, 11 in the top 10. And what do we have here? Well, it's going sideways a bit. This is forcing it lower. This is going lower. This is going lower. So this is having difficulty moving up, which is what it really needs to do. And I'd rather it was moving up from down here than just over here. So I think it's going to have difficulty outperforming. I'm not saying it won't, but I think it'll be difficult. So not one that is going to be in my portfolio. Funds 10, only 1% return so far. And you can see why. It's just going sideways. And maybe Goldmans are trying to give it a bit of a bump. Not for me, I'm afraid. Not that one. Finally, Vertiv. 17% so far this year. 10 stocks in the top 10. And that's what we're looking at there. We'd be looking at this moving up and that going up. Can it do it? Yeah, I'm going to give this a yes for them. In my approved filtered list, Horizon. And you might say, wait a minute, Horizon's in your approved filtered list, but how come you then own Taiwan Semiconductor? Well, that was a special situation. I sometimes look at special situations which don't quite hit all my approved filtered list. And the approved filtered list is, of course, based on value, growth, income, cash flow, all of those factors. They won't necessarily all hit those, in which case they might still be relevant for me based on various special factors, which I share on my Telegram. Have a look at the links. As I said previously, the links you want to look at are alpeshpatel.com/links. And don't forget, like, subscribe. And if you go to those links, you'll be able to download a free copy of that book as well. Thank you all very much. And I'll be doing my weekly stock update within the next 24 hours on the YouTube channel. So have a look there and I'll post it on Telegram as well. Thank you very much.